Hello, dear language learners. Welcome back to our channel. I'm so glad to see each and every one of you. Today, we're diving into the world of business English with the 10 most important phrasal verbs that you guys need to know in order to crush it in the corporate world. As always, don't forget to hit the like button if you like what I'm doing and subscribe to the channel to get more awesome language-related content. And now, without further ado, let's get down to some business. Phrasal verb number 1, break down. This phrasal verb means to divide something, usually a big piece of information, some project, whatever, into smaller parts for easier understanding. Let me break it down for you. Imagine there is a big and very intimidating project that you have to complete. It would be a good idea to break it down into smaller tasks, into smaller parts, so that it would be easier to manage it.
That breaks the workday down into a series of concrete tasks.
Okay, let's break it down.
So you would say to your co-workers, guys, let's break down this project into smaller tasks to make it more manageable and easier to tackle. Let's break down this project into smaller tasks to make it more manageable and easier to tackle. Our next phrasal verb is to bring up. So to bring up is used when introducing a topic, when we have to mention something during a conversation, a meeting, a discussion, whatever. For example, I'd like to bring up the issue of customer satisfaction in our next meeting. I'd like to bring up the issue of customer satisfaction in our next meeting. So we're going to have a meeting next week, and I'm the one responsible for the customer satisfaction. So I would like to mention this topic. I would like to talk about this issue, or I would like to bring up the issue of customer satisfaction in our next meeting.
I bring up an interesting topic.
And you keep bringing her up when she's not remotely related to the topic.
Okay, don't bring that up. Don't bring up Amy.
One more example. It's not a good idea to bring up politics with my family. It's not a good idea. I mean, we don't like talking about politics. It's a very controversial topic, so we try to avoid it. Therefore, it's not a good idea to bring up politics with my family. Next on the list is to carry out. To carry out means to complete something, usually a task, a project, as planned. So instead of using the verb complete, you can also use the phrasal verb to carry out. For instance, we need to carry out the marketing campaign by the end of the month. So we have a marketing campaign pending. We need to complete it. We need to carry it out. We need to carry out a marketing campaign by the end of the month. Or let's look at one more example. This company is about to launch a new product. So before launching a product, it's a good idea to carry out a market research study in order to see if this product is going to do well on the market. So we're going to say, we need to carry out a market research study before launching the new product. One more extremely useful phrasal verb that you guys need to know is to come up with. So this phrasal verb means to think of or create an idea or find a solution to a problem. For example, we need to come up with a new strategy to boost our sales. We need to come up with a new strategy to boost our sales.
I'll come up with something.
I'll come up with something.
Oh, thank God.
You come up with the best ideas.
Let's imagine that our company's sales have gone down, have dropped drastically. And we need to do something to increase our sales. However, the old strategy doesn't work anymore. And we need to create a new strategy. We need to think of a new strategy. Or you can use this phrasal verb, we need to come up with a new strategy to boost our sales. We need to come up with a new strategy to boost our sales. Or this team brainstormed ideas to come up with a concept for the new product design. So they need a new design for their new product. That's why they had to brainstorm ideas in order to come up with a new concept for this product design. Next up, we have cut back. Cut back on means to reduce something, usually expenses or resources. For instance, we need to cut back on unnecessary expenses in order to increase profitability. We need to cut back on unnecessary expenses in order to increase profitability.
Cut back on everything.
Cutting back on our electricity.
We're gonna cut back on shopping too.
We're not cutting back on food. Anything else?
One more example. To reduce waste, we need to cut back on the amount of paper we use in the office, which means that we use too much paper in the office, and for the sake of the environment and in order to reduce waste, we need to cut back on the amount of paper we use in the office. We need to reduce the amount of paper. We need to cut back on the amount of paper we use in the office. Phrasal verb number 6 is to fill out. When you fill out a form, a document, you complete it by providing all the necessary information. So once again, whenever you complete an entire form, a document, or a questionnaire, and you provide all the required information, it means you fill out this form, you fill out this document, or you fill out this questionnaire. For example, please fill out this survey to give us feedback.
Please fill this out.
Would you mind filling this out, please?
Fill out this form.
Or if you're looking for a job, you might come across this phrase. Please fill out this job application form with your personal details and work experience. Please fill out this job application form with your personal details and work experience.
Could you fill out this form for me?
I can't even fill out this application.
Filling out the application.
Phrasal verb number 7, to get ahead. Get ahead. To get ahead means to make progress or succeed, often in a competitive environment. For example, hard work and dedication will help you get ahead in your career. Hard work and dedication will help you make progress, will help you succeed in your career. They will help you get ahead in your career.
Getting ahead's impossible.
It's not about getting ahead.
Or, in order to get ahead in business, you need to be assertive. In order to get ahead in business, in order to have success in business, you need to be assertive. All right, we still have 3 more extremely important phrasal verbs to go. But before we continue, please consider giving this video a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content. Thank you so much. And now let's continue. Next on the list is look into. Look into is used when investigating or examining a problem, examining a situation. For example, we need to look into the reasons for the decline in customer satisfaction. So our company has recently noticed that there's been a steady decline in customer satisfaction, which means that our customers are not very happy with our services or our products, whatever. So in order to find out what's actually going on here, we need to investigate the problem, we need to examine the situation, or we need to look into the reasons for the decline in customer satisfaction.
Look into that.
We can look into it.
We'll look into it. I'll look into that right away.
One more example. The IT department will look into the issue reported by the users, which means that there was some software issue that the users have been experiencing and they reported it to the IT department, and now the IT department has to look into this issue. They'll have to look into the problem in order to find out what's going on, in order to find a solution. All right, how's this lesson going? I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're learning something new. And we still have 2 more phrasal verbs to go. So our next one is to put off. Well, I've actually spoken about this one in my previous videos. However, it's so widely used that I decided to include it in this video lesson as well because, you know, practice makes perfect. Well, the phrasal verb to put off means to delay something or postpone it. For example, let's not put off the meeting any longer because we need to address this issue now. Let's not put off the meeting any longer. We need to address the issue now, which means that we cannot delay this meeting any longer because we have a very important issue to address. That's why let's not postpone this meeting any bit longer. Let's not put off this meeting any longer.
I keep putting it off and putting it off.
Don't put it off.
No, I don't want to put it off.
And last but not least, here goes our final phrasal verb, to turn out. How can we use turn out in a business setting, since we're talking about business English today? So to turn out means to result in a particular way, to result in a certain way. For example, the product launch turned out to be a huge success. The product launch turned out to be a huge success. Or the new marketing campaign turned out to be a huge success, increasing sales by 30%.
Because things turn out great.
Sorry, things turned out this way.
Things didn't turn out so well.
And one extra example to make it crystal clear for you is the meeting turned out to be productive because all the team members shared valuable insights. And there you have it, the 10 most important business English phrasal verbs to help you communicate like a boss in the English world. Make sure to practice using these phrasal verbs to level up your English game and achieve your language goals. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and let's keep the conversation going in the comments below. Share your thoughts on this lesson. Share your favorite phrasal verbs. Make your own examples using these phrasal verbs in order to practice them straight away. All right, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.